Welcome back to another Guidance from Within episode. I'm Brittany, your host, an Akashic Record reader, energy healing practitioner, and a spiritual life coach. I'm so excited because today, while we are bridging the seen and unseen worlds of our reality, we are diving deeper into the topic of dreams. And have you ever had a dream where it felt so real you wondered if it was real? I want to dive deeper into that and explore the dream world and its possibilities. So if you're like me and you may believe that dreams have a deeper significance than just our human brains making stuff up, you're in the right place. There are many cultures around the world where dreams are sacred and it's seen as very symbolic. Dreams may also be an insight for what is to come. Some maybe fortune telling. They say that we really only dream when we're in a deep sleep, when we're in REM sleep, but I kind of disagree because I've definitely had dreams where I was waking up and I knew I was conscious and I was waking up, but I was also still kind of sleeping. There's this sort of self-awareness state that you can maybe have experienced or come into and still have a dream playing in your mind. But that's just kind of my thought around that. I'm going to give you some examples of that in a second, but the in-between state is really interesting to be in, and I'm sure you might know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of the most fun dreams that I personally had are the ones where I see my soul family and my spirit guides, and I get to sort of talk directly to them. I call them dream chats. Some of the dream chats I've had, once Ascended Master Jesus did walk towards me and was talking to me, and we were having a conversation, and it felt so real. I woke up in that moment and just kind of looked around and was like, oh, hey, Jesus. How's it go? It felt so real. And I believe that I did have this sort of encounter with this Ascended Master as well. It was really powerful for me. I have seen my soul family hanging out, this like island home. It kind of reminded me of Hawaii, but we were hanging out there. Everyone was so excited to meet up again and sort of chat about where they've come from and what they've been through. And there was so much joy and love that I could feel this sort of resonance or essence, like a chord that connected every single person in this home. And everyone was really, really, really enthusiastic and happy, just very happy to be meeting in this place. So I see it as a designated meeting place of my soul family to kind of recuperate a little bit and just hang out for a while. And I also see it as sort of a healing house where our soul family might go to just heal and slow down for a bit. I also want to mention there are some dreams that could quite literally be a heads up. So dreams that give you insight into what possibility is coming into your life, those we need to pay attention to. I've had dreams where I was given a heads up about something really small, like what role I was going to be given in the school play the next morning, just to prepare me for that shock. Or like when someone in the past, a manager or a coworker, was going to sort of put me on blast, or maybe they didn't really like me, that I would get a heads up because in the dream I would see this person and that person would express to me all the things that they sort of didn't like about me. And I know that this is projection, right? Like I'm sort of projecting this onto that person, and I get that. But sure enough, a week or so later, that person would come to me and say, hey, let's have a meeting. I want to talk to you about something. Or, things would come up where it would be like a disagreement would come up and some things would come out through that conversation. So energetically, those dreams really did help sort of allow me to prepare for conflict or confrontation. And I'm very grateful for that. I've also had dreams where I was flying across Hawaii, and I've also had dreams where I've lived in Hawaii. So Hawaii has been calling my name for a very long time. And I hope that those dreams definitely come true. Another type of dream that I feel like you can all relate to is flying. Have you ever had a dream where you're flying? Sometimes I become so self-aware of the dream that my Brittany brain realizes that I don't want to be in this dream and I fly away. I quite literally am like, oh, I don't want to be here. And I literally just fly into the sky and leave and just travel around wherever this weird dream place is. there was a really intense dream where I was astral traveling and flying through space. So astral projection is when you intentionally leave your body, or unintentionally, I would say, but you're leaving your physical body and becoming aware of your etheric or energetic body and using your etheric body to travel with and to go places. So you're not in your physical 3D body as you're traveling. And this did happen to me during a dream. I was out in space pretty far that it scared me. I was looking around and I saw these bright lights and the stars in the distance. And I did see sort of energetic movement around me where it was sort of like universal energy that was really colorful. And I remember waking up and then falling immediately back asleep. So having these moments where I was in my body and out of my body, in my body and out. And I personally did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy feeling disconnected in that way. And, you know, floating around in space might sound fun, but it really didn't feel good for me. I would much prefer to stay grounded in my body while I'm here, I think. But yeah, that was really interesting. Now, another type of dream you may have or may have experienced is past life dreams. Another kind of dream that you may have had are past life dreams. I want you to understand, or kind of keep it on your radar, that memories in dreams that surface may very well be related to a past life moment that you're reliving in that unconscious state. Anything that feels like it has a deeper meaning and it feels really real, or you're sort of reliving a traumatic event when you're in a different body, that might be a past life dream coming up for you. One of the most interesting dreams that I've had of past life was one where I was a prisoner, but I wasn't human. And that really threw me off. I had no idea where I was in the universe, but I knew that I was male. I had red brownish skin, really thick red brownish skin, really big hands, and they were sort of bound together while I was in a dark cell that could only fit me. Like, it was a one-person dark cell. And I knew that we were moving because I like consciously knew that they were transporting me and other people on this sort of train-like thing. And as we were moving, I was just sitting in my cell, and there was one to my left. There was a little slot in the sort of hard like metal that they had me in. I don't know what this thing was made of. I'm just going to call it hard metal. And to the left, a slit to where they could talk to me, or so I could have air, or they could keep an eye on me and what I was doing. It was really interesting. But what really impacted me was there was a moment where time sort of, there was like a time riff where I, as Brittany, knew that I was looking out from a body I wasn't supposed to be in. So I knew that it was a past life. I knew that I was in a body I wasn't supposed to be in. And I was pretty conscious and aware of what was happening. The person that I was experiencing through had a lot of grief and anxiety and was just super sad. And I kept repeating in my mind, like, you're not supposed to be here. This isn't where you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be here. This isn't your body anymore. You're not, like, how did you get back here? And I was very anxious. How did you get back here? You're not here anymore. This isn't where you're supposed to be. And I started panicking and thinking I was trapped in the cell again. Well, finally I woke up and realized, okay, I am in this Brittany body. This is my reality now. I am grounded into this body. I no longer have to live in that space or that life. It was really interesting, and I have not experienced a moment that intense with a past life before. Yeah, that was kind of wild. Well, if you keep your eyes open, or even if you ask your soul for a dream that you can visualize, right? Like, ask for a dream that is a past life memory that needs to surface in this moment so that you have a greater understanding of your journey as a soul and who you are. I truly believe that it will be delivered and you can have that dream come into your life. Like I said before, dreams can mean many things and have great symbology. I encourage you to explore your own and ask yourself what what the dream means and why does it matter and why now? Why are you being shown that dream now? Is it something totally random? Because it is true, like your mind can make up random things to show you due to stress or things going on in your life. Or is it a past life memory? Are you meeting some people in the etheric, right? Whatever it might be. You can Google or pick up a dream book, like a dream dictionary, to kind of help you decipher that information that comes through as well. But one thing I want to share, I asked some of my following to send me dreams, some of their funnest dreams that they've had, and I received a really good one. So I want to share it with you. Super sweet soul, and he decided to share a really deep moment that he dreamt about, and I think it was real. I think what happened in this dream was really happening. I had a dream a few years back. Was in a white, foggy, heaven-like space. I was stacking small silver beads in a clear tube, very deliberate and carefully. I asked if I was doing it right. This unseen lady who was there, who sounded like my fifth grade teacher I was very close with, told me to keep going and that I was doing great. So he did have a mentor in this dream. Then, while he's stacking and doing the work, Jesus appeared. He kind of looked like the typical image, but with a larger forehead, and he was very big, like 7-8 feet. And I think I sort of feel like that just shows like we're looking up to this ascended master. We're looking up to them, so they seem to be bigger, but Jesus says, "So nice to finally meet you," and gives a big, big hug. "You didn't already know me?" Like it's Jesus. You didn't already know me. But Jesus says to me, "Don't hinder your services by squandering your awareness." And then the overexcitement of the situation of being hugged shocked me out of the dream. It was a time when I had adapted a lot of healthy habits and getting my life on track. And he thinks that's what the silver beads represented. How cool is that? So I've also seen Jesus in a dream and have had a conversation. That's just so fun and fascinating. And I really find these things interesting. So I implore you to really do your research and ask for dreams that are significant for you, to start writing them down or journaling them or sort of deciphering them, because they are powerful. I'm excited for you to explore your dreams and for you to learn more about who you are through that process. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I hope that you enjoyed our little chat about dreams, and I will see you next week.